It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the G-Men. Coming up next.
Here we go!
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Second down and 8. Right back to Irving. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. He'll go again here with Irving. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
On first down is Mayfield. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
First and 10 now from the 36. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Second down and 3. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming out.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with the rookie. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A give. This is Irving. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Bucs have the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Giants offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Third and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers are out to a 10-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Eric Gray to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he will score. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Giants are on the board. It's 10-7. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's Irvin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Second and 7. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And he'll take it on in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs will get out in front 17-7. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Bellinger. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. It'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. Here's a 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Irving. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Slayton.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Throwing is Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. Now Mayfield. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he is on to punt for Tampa Bay. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's their punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here, and the visiting Buccaneers have the advantage. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. This one complete right side. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. He pulls it in around the 5, and he's in. Chris Godwin, touchdown Tampa. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bucs up their lead. It's now 24-7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gray gonna return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Giants.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Giants are back within 2 scores.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Baker gonna hand it to White. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. One of the tight ends motions right. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And he will score again. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the give, it's Tracy. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And that's good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
Second down and 3. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's third down and a few inches. Throwing is Mayfield. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Second and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down. They'll wind up getting close to 10 yards on 4th and 1.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Second down and 8. The give to White. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Gray going to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Bucs offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll go again here with Irving. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Right back to Irving. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It is 3rd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.